So I just turned 46, and I guess it's the time of the year where I really dread. I dread going old mainly because I think I regret a lot of things. Right, there are things that you could have done better, or things you could have done a little bit more. And for me, one of the biggest thing is how I manage money. And I think growing older, you have a lot more responsibility, and now I have like a mortgage, a 9-year old, and an aging parent. So definitely, you do feel the impact, and the choices you make then becomes a little bit heavier, right? This is, as compared to when you were younger, you get paid and then you spend, and whatever that you have left, you might save a little, but those impact don't really affect you that much as compared to now.
Hi, I'm Genevieve. I live here in Singapore. And in this channel, I talk about money, motherhood, and midlife. So I'm not a finance expert or anything like that. I'm just really someone who is learning how to do better now. Maybe it's too late, maybe it's not, but as what they always say, better late than never. So today, I just want to share 5 money regrets that I wish I had known back when I was in my 20s and 30s. When I was in my 20s, I thought investing was for rich people or finance type. I often told myself that I would start learning more when I earn more, but that more never really came. I actually had a lot of friends who went into the finance industry, my secondary school friends, and I've always been interested to ask them a little bit more about investing. But, I don't know why I never really got down to doing it. Maybe because I was really scared to lose money, so I didn't do anything. And I just kept saving, thinking that was enough. The biggest mistake I lost wasn't money, it was time. I used to feel quite proud seeing my savings grow. It's like, okay, I'm being really smart just saving and putting away X amount every month. But the truth is, the money was just sitting there. And while I felt safe, inflation was quietly doing its thing. In my 20s, the word inflation didn't even come into my radar. And, looking at the interest rate in a bank account totally wasn't even in my radar. I wish I knew that savings was just step one. The money you have has to work for you, it has to do something for you. So even a small investment could have made a difference, right? Like $50, $100 every month could go so far with the compound interest. I never knew. In my 30s, I started earning a little bit more. And because of that, I started spending a little bit more. Nothing about those crazy luxury stuff. I don't own expensive bags or, go into collectibles that people do these days. What I spent on was just little upgrades, maybe nicer place to eat, spend a little bit more on gadgets and little stuff that could make me feel like, I'm doing well for myself. And I used to think like I deserve this, and I don't track my spending because of that. And looking back, I wish I had balanced the I deserve it energy with a little bit more of thinking about my future me. So, that was a big one, and I can never turn back the time. So we decided to buy over my parents' condo. It felt like the right move. My parents would be nearby, my daughter's school would be nearby, and work is going to be a little bit more convenient. So on paper, it made so much sense. But I completely underestimate the ongoing cost, the maintenance, the higher mortgage, everything. And not just that, this year they increased the maintenance fee. Well, I think last year they also increased, so I just cannot keep up anymore. For a long time, I was just coasting. I didn't really think long term. I don't budget properly or track anything. I just assume it will all somehow work out. But now at 46, I think somehow it's really not a plan. I wish I had taken money more seriously earlier, learn about CPF investments, insurance, ask questions, and read more. Not because I want to be rich, I mean, that would be nice, but because I want to feel safe. And that's really what I've been trying to build in the last few years, right? A sense of peace and control. We can't change the past, but we can definitely change how we look at things differently from here forth. Being in the 40s made me realize that I don't want to just work and survive. I want to plan, live, and be ready for the future. So I guess that's what this channel is all about, right? It's me figuring it out, every single day. I'm hoping to post every week about budgeting, planning, and all the real stuff while living in the world's most expensive city. So if you're figuring out to subscribe, and I guess we can learn together.